Experience a membership that backs your business journey with American Express Business Platinum. When you pay with membership rewards points for all or part of an eligible flight booked with a qualifying airline through Amex Travel, you can get 35% of those points back, up to 1 million points back per calendar year. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
Don't miss a special offer on November 19th from Botox Cosmetic Anabotulinum Toxin A, the one and only product of its kind FDA approved for over 20 years. Buy one $50 gift card and get one free while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. For prescribing information and box warning, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
The tile that they had, peel and stick tile, was all peeling and kicked up and crawled back, and he kept telling me once we get our furniture in there, it'll press it back down.
These are the plaintiffs, Shania Barnes and Douglas White. Shania says she and her fiancé were supposed to move into a house the defendant was renting, paid him the first month's rent and security, and 5 months later they were still living with family members. That's right, the defendant never got his act together, never got the place into a condition where they could move in, and now this all-time loser refuses to give them back their money. They're looking for the judge's help in recovering the $3,500 they're owed and are suing for just that today. This is the defendant, Mustafa Muhammad. He says the house was basically ready for move-in. There were only minor repairs that still needed to be done. He has tried to reason with these people, but it became obvious to him they are professional rent scammers looking to make a quick buck by taking advantage of him. If anyone's owed money, it's him, and he thinks the judge will agree. He's accused of taking his sweet time. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $2,100 for lost rent.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated, come to order, please.
This picture.
Oh, nothing. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Sheena Barnes and Douglas White?
Yes.
You are suing Mustafa Muhammad for $3,500 that you say he owes you in pain and suffering, storage fees, and refund of rent and security deposit because, according to you, he broke a lease agreement by not having a place ready. You have a counterclaim against them for $2,100 for lost rental income. Okay, let me hear from you folks first.
On December 12th, 2011, we gave Mr. Muhammad $1,200 cash money. Mm-hmm. He told us that he would have the house ready for us within 10 days.
Okay, did you have anything in writing then?
Other than a receipt, no.
Okay, do you have the receipt?
Yes.
May I see it? And then what happened?
Maybe about around the 20th, the house wasn't ready yet. So he told us to give him a couple more days. They was almost ready and, just bear with him. Well, he ended up in a bad car accident and showed me pictures, he's all in a neck brace and the leg, on a cane, and he was the one that was doing most of the work. So I tried to be understanding. He wasn't able to do the work. Okay, I'll work with you. I'll wait.
Why? Why didn't you just go look for another place and get your money back?
Because I
really liked it.
Well,
it's okay. You can say it.
He was doing a lot of work on the house, but
you
the way the house was
you were
made,
hoping it
right?
Would
I
be
like the house,
for you.
right?
Okay.
Right. He kept, acting like he was doing the work. Him and a crew. But whenever we would go by there was never anyone there.
What made you think he and a crew were doing it?
Because that's what they told me.
Okay. What was the work that needed doing?
The toilet needed to be replaced and put in place. The kitchen sink was being replaced. I guess the pipes was being replaced.
Okay.
Later, I come to find out that there was water lines or something that needed to be replaced underneath the house, gas lines that needed to be replaced underneath the house. This is months later.
How is all this going to be ready in 8 days?
No, this was months later.
How long were you working with him to try to wait to move in?
For maybe about 5-6 months.
Are you serious? Where were you living for 5 or 6 months?
In my brother's apartment.
So that was okay there?
No.
Okay. Wait, in your brother's apartment with your brother?
No, my brother went and stayed with a friend of his and gave us the apartment thinking it was going to be for 10 days.
Oh my gosh. So why didn't you just get your money back and find
Every time I asked him for my money back, he kept begging, Shania, please, just bear with me, please, making deals. He promised to pay our storage fees. At one point, he promised us, 1 month's rent-free. Sheena, please just bear with me, just work with me. I don't want to work with nobody else. I think you'll be good tenants. I know you'll take care of the property.
Is this true?
Part of it.
Okay. So when did you finally get tired?
When he got to where he stopped returning my calls for a period, and he would call my brother instead of calling me. And then when he finally decided to call me, he told us the house was ready, meet him over there to get the keys, which was in May. We get over there, the pipes in the basement was leaking water from one end of the basement all the way across. I mean, just like a leaky faucet. I can't even describe it. I've never seen nothing like this. The upstairs where our bedroom, it was like they converted the attic into like a loft or something where our bedroom was supposed to be. The tile that they had, peel and stick tile, was all peeling and kicked up and crawled back, and he kept telling me once we get our furniture in there, it'll press it back down. The walls were still not finished, all the work, he's telling me the guys can just come and work around you, after you move in. After all this time, I don't want anybody working around me.
So you asked for your money back, and what does he say?
He kept telling me that he was waiting for a check to clear. He'll call me in a few days, and this.
You asked for more than your money back. You wanted your money back plus $1,600 in storage fees?
Yes.
Because let me ask you a question. If you had moved in May and everything had been perfect, would he have to pay your storage fees?
He was supposed to have been paying the storage fees until he got the house ready.
What proof do you have that he had agreed to pay all your storage fees? Let me see.
Can I say something?
No, I'm trying to understand her lawsuit. In February, you agreed to pay storage fees in the amount of $250 until the rest of the work is completed. So yes. Starting in March, I guess, you were going to pay $250 until the work was completed?
I signed this
$250 a what? A month?
Yes.
Okay, so that would be $750 at most from March, April, May. So why are you suing for $1,644.30? Now you're suing for stuff in the back that you had already been paying for and you had decided to pay for because you love the house. Just gotta have that house. All right, Mr. Muhammad, will you please tell me what the heck is going on?
Okay.
5 months, you expect people to wait for the house?
First of all, when they came the first time to see the house wasn't ready.
But why were they seeing the house? How did they even know there was a house to see? Did you already advertise it?
No.
How did you guys find out about this house?
There was a listing, a rental listing, and the house was listed on that listing.
How did your house make it to a rental listing?
I manage a couple houses. And
you put it on a rental listing?
No, I bought a couple houses on the rental, and including my house, I'm not sure. It's been a long time.
Who advertises your place for you without you knowing? That can't be. You advertised it.
Okay, the house, it wasn't ready when they seen the house.
Yeah, I know. That's not the question I'm asking you. Did you advertise it for rent, yes or no?
For Belmont, yes.
What's Belmont?
Like Section 8. And you can advertise any condition of the house. They're not going to put the tenant in until you fix the house the way they want it.
Yeah, you know that nobody will pay you a penny until the place is actually ready.
Course, yeah.
But in this case, you took $1,200 from them, and then the place wasn't ready over and over and over. Why?
Before I get the money from them, yes, my attention was 10 days. But after the accident, I told them it take me 2 months.
What was the accident? It was a car accident?
Yes, car accident.
When did you start? Why didn't you have other people working on the house? You couldn't afford it?
I have some people working at that time.
All right, but if you expected to have it done by December 20th and it's now May, that's a long time.
I agree with this paper, the one she showed to you. For 2 months, I will pay for a storage fee and the apartment will be ready. When they came in April, I have 2 bedrooms ready. I have a living room or dining room is ready with the carpet. At that point, I told her, listen, why you have to pay for a storage fee? I have my apartment is ready. I have somebody to watch
Stop.
it.
Was that place ready for them?
At
Are
that
they
time?
lying when they say that there were leaks and there was, according to you, there was a toilet that
You're
hadn't
not gonna
been
be leaving the basement.
connected?
It wasn't
No.
bolted to the floor.
Kitchen sink.
Wasn't bolted to the kitchen sink, wasn't?
bolted to the wall, or the pipes
No.
wasn't hooked up to the
There is a
sink.
leak in the basement.
Was there still work to be done when they last
There
saw
is a
it?
leak in the basement, but they're not going to be leaving the basement. Okay?
Okay, so the mold that develops from the
No,
leak
there
is
is no
not
mold.
the...
There is no
okay.
mold.
Not
It's
yet.
It's a VVC
Okay.
pipe.
Okay.
And the glue is
What
running.
else wasn't ready?
I believe a toilet seat or the toilet.
Are they going to be using the toilet?
Yeah, they're going to be using the toilet.
Okay, well, that wasn't ready.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey 11 here. So if they're 5 months late, if the landlord's 5 months late, can the plaintiffs get their money back?
I believe so.
Why?
Timing is everything. They may need to get out of their place and get into another.
Fair enough. I mean, it's inconvenient for sure.
For sure. I think they need to consider that when they are trying to rent something out.
Fair enough. 5 months too long. What about 3 months?
Yeah.
What about a month?
Yeah.
What about 2 weeks?
Personally, I think yes and no.
A yes and no. I'll buy that. Going inside the courtroom.
And what else wasn't ready? They said the sink wasn't ready. And now they've waited 5 months. I mean, how much
The
more
sink at that
patience?
time-
How much more
the sink is
patience do
ready.
you expect them to
The
have?
sink is ready. Who said the sink is not ready?
They did. Does anybody have pictures of all the problems?
No.
We never got a chance to move in, so we didn't take pictures. But the
I
last
know, but
time
when
we
you went that day, do you have a telephone? Does your telephone take pictures?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You have like a lot of pictures in your telephone? You want me to look at the kind of thing that you think of taking pictures of? Or you want me to just leave your phone alone?
You can.
All right, take pictures of the stuff that's going to end up putting you in court. Why is it so hard?
Okay, when I agree, I said, okay, I will give you your money back.
Okay.
She said, no, you have to pay me for suffering. You have to
Suffering?
Yes, suffering.
Okay.
You have to pay me for patient. I'm not going to take 1,200. I said, I have 1,200 for you. She said, you have to pay me for suffering. You have to pay me for waiting. You have to pay me for being my stuff everywhere.
You have to pay me
My
for
family,
patience?
My husband is sleep. Yeah. My husband is sleep
You
somewhere.
have
I
to
sleep
pay me
somewhere
for
else.
patience?
Yes,
That's not
and I
true.
told her that I don't have no time to pay nobody for patient. If I pay patient, if I get paid for patient, I will be a millionaire.
If you got paid for patience, you'd be a millionaire?
Yeah, I can have. Yeah, so I have patient for my wife.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what you said, because I saw it in your answer. If you could get paid for patience, I'd be a millionaire for being patient with my wife. Yeah, I'm handing you up.
Yeah,
that's
but-
right.
So when I agreed to give the money, she refused to take her money. I agreed to give her 1,200, and at that time he is a witness. I have the money with me, but she refused
Did
to take
he
it.
agree to give you 1,200?
No. No.
He's
Would you
here.
have taken the 1,200?
Every time I asked him for my money, he kept telling me, well, I'll call you back in a couple of days. You know, give me a week.
Come on up.
I'll call you back in a couple of days.
Who are you?
I'm the person that he hired after he had the accident to finish the work over there.
Okay, and did you witness him offering her 1,200?
Yes, ma'am. He offered.
Did he
to-
have it? Did he physically have it and
He
try
had
to
the
give it
money-
to
He
her?
had the money, but at that time it was been so long. She didn't want the money because she thought she could get more money for the pain and suffering and the storage, whatever she
Well,
could
she
get.
is going to get money for storage.
Right,
So
he offered-
2,100. I mean,
right.
1,200 wasn't enough because you agreed to pay for several months of storage.
But she asked me 7 months storage.
No, she shouldn't get that.
Yeah,
I'm not the insurance company.
She wanted
So I
7
know.
months,
So,
yeah.
but why didn't you
wasn't
offer
gonna
her
get
the amount you were agreeing to? You're saying, did you ever pay her any storage?
Yes,
Yes,
he paid 2 months.
200 for 250 for 2 months.
2 months.
I hope she has the receipt for
Wait,
that.
you paid it?
2 months, yes.
2 months. Yep.
No, you didn't.
All right. God knows.
Wait, did you give the cash to her?
Yes.
Do you have a receipt?
Unfortunately, the car I had the accident. I have everything, and the car is impact.
No, but you had the accident a month and a half before you're giving her money for storage, so I don't know what you're saying.
The paper she give it to you right now. Look at the date. When is what?
It's February 17th. You had the
Yeah.
car accident before that. Did you witness him giving her money or no?
No, not that, but I do
Okay,
know
and
everything
did he give you $250
I didn't give her anything, right?
twice?
I didn't give
No, he did not.
I didn't give
Did
you
he give you
anything.
any money?
No, he did not.
He seems pretty adamant he gave you money.
Just like he was adamant that
But
the
did
house
he
was
give
ready.
you any money for any other thing? Anything?
No.
How much do you say you gave her?
500 for 2 months.
All right. What day in May were you doing that walkthrough to see if you could start renting the place?
May 13th.
I am going to order you to pay $1,200 in the refund for not having the place ready. I'm going to order you to pay $750 in storage fees based on your own agreement. And I am not going to give you credit for $500 that you say you paid them because you can't prove that you paid them. You should not be. You're a businessman. Why are you giving people cash and not getting receipts? Did you give them a receipt when they gave you $1,200?
Yes, I give her a receipt.
Then why wouldn't you make her write on a piece of paper, on the closest toilet paper and crayon, I handed you $500. Why would you not? Why would you not if you really paid her $500?
It's true. It's my fault.
Yeah, that's right. So now show me the receipt that'll prove you gave her something.
That's what I say. It's my fault. I didn't keep the
Now you counterclaim on them for lost rent. You're counterclaiming on them for lost rent?
Yes, because after May, everything is ready. Just small stuff, like minor stuff, like it's not even like it's gonna stop them.
Like a toilet?
No, toilet at that time is here.
Do you know how desperate these people were to have that house? You're telling me that the place was perfectly fine and they just changed their minds after 5 months of praying and waiting?
They get picky. They get like the dream. Yes, they get like they start getting the dream house. Okay, I want this. I want that. I want this.
All righty. Here we go. I find in favor of the plaintiffs in this case in the amount of $1,950. And as for your counterclaim, zero. That's my judgment.
Thank you.
Oh, here's the defendant right here to talk to us. Come on in here, and what's your reaction to the verdict?
Actually, I don't expect her to be a liar in front of everybody and shit that I didn't give her nothing, which has give her $500. And I hope she get that back in the future.
If you did give her $500, why didn't you get some kind of?
I have the receipt.
Lease?
I have the receipt. Like when I write down them, I have a copy of my receipt, but it's been a long time and I didn't keep it. I was not gonna go further like this because when I offered the money, she refused to take the money and she started asking about all this.
It seemed in court from the testimony like they really wanted that house. That's what it seemed like.
But it started getting picky because they're asking small stuff.
Okay. Okay, out of time. Okay, head right down this way, okay? All right, come on in and tell me how you feel about this.
I feel good. I finally got my justice, got my money back. He's a liar. He's a criminal, but I got my money back. Everybody need to watch out for him.
Criminal?
This is the first time you've done it.
This is the third time I filed a court, the court fee, trying to take him to court. Filed the papers. He gave me the wrong address from the very beginning. It was an abandoned house, so he's a criminal. He knew what he was doing.
Harvey?
Okay, when time really matters in a contract for you, write these magic words. Time is of the essence. It means everything in the law, trust me. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso. Gift magical mornings with Nespresso Virtuo Pop. Compact and stylish, Virtuo Pop is made to meet every morning coffee craving. From espresso to coffee, hot or iced, at the click of a button. And celebrate the season with Nespresso's limited edition coffee flavors. Sweet almond and hibiscus, cinnamon and candied tamarind, and festive double espresso. Magic in the making. Shop the holiday gift collection exclusively at Nespresso.com.
How does PwC take your company to the leading edge? They bring the sharpest minds in tech to your team, so you can bring the ideas that will transform your business. They're passionate about your industry, so you can walk into any room with every advantage. And they're with you every step of the way, so you can know you're headed in the right direction. PwC builds for what's next, so you can get there now. Get started at pwc.com/us/leading edge.
This is the plaintiff, Thomas Robles. He says he brought his daughter's Vizio tablet to the defendant's computer store for repair. And when his wife went to pick it up, the screen was cracked. When his wife inquired about the broken screen, she was told that's how she brought it in. That is an outrage. And he's suing the swindler for $300, the cost of a new tablet. This is the defendant, Norin Tejeda. He says the crack was indeed on the tablet when the plaintiff dropped it off, and he doesn't know what the guy's trying to pull, but he's not about to pay for damage he didn't cause. He likes his customers to be happy because they bring in more customers, but he's not about to be ripped off by anyone and owes nothing. He's accused of cracking up a customer.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff brought his daughter's Vizio tablet to the defendant's computer store, and the guy cracked the screen, but the defendant says the crack was already there. It's the case of what's cracking.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Tomas Robles?
Yes.
You are suing Orion Electronics New York City Corporation, represented here by Noreen Tejeda.
Yes.
Okay, you're the owner?
Yes.
For $300, the cost of a new tablet, because according to you, they broke or cracked your tablet.
Right.
Tell me what happened.
I brought it in on November 3rd. I went in to get the USB port, my daughter's tablet, because it was loose.
Okay, who's the person with you?
My wife, Diane.
Okay.
She was with me, but she stood in the car when I went in. Her and my daughter stood in the car in front of the store. I went in, took it out the box, let them know.
Is that just the box or the tablet?
Nah, they have
Do
the
you
tablet.
have the tablet? May I see the tablet? Okay, go on.
I took it out the box. I explained to them what I wanted to be fixed.
The USB
port was loose.
Right.
They gave me a receipt.
May I see the receipt? Wait, that's the inside of the tablet?
Yeah.
Where's the outside of the tablet? That's all I wanted.
It's all together.
Okay.
We bring it open, that way you can see what we're gonna fix and what was the crack.
What you're gonna fix or what you did fix?
Yeah, we fix.
Okay, ooh, that's a lot of crack. That's not a little crack. This whole thing like that? So what happens? Let me see the receipt. Did anybody note on a receipt for you that it was cracked?
Nope.
Is there handwriting on that receipt or just a register tape?
It says what was wrong with the tablet when I brought it in.
So it's typed in?
Yeah, it won't charge, you see.
Wait a minute, just a second.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody has a chance to type in what's wrong with it. All right, so go on.
And that's what, it wasn't like that. It was just a USB that wouldn't charge. And that's exactly what they put in the ticket.
What's going on?
Okay, yes. Okay, the main problem here, let's start from the beginning. They bring the tablet to the store. I was not in the store. My technician, who is him, and
Come on up.
one of my employees was there.
Was this thing cracked when he gave it to you?
He doesn't speak English, Your Honor.
What
Sorry.
language does he speak?
Spanish.
¿Eso estaba rajado así cuando él se lo entregó?
Sí.
Was this cracked when he brought it? Entonces, ¿por qué usted no lo notó en el recibo? Everybody guess what I just asked.
Okay.
Why didn't you note it on the receipt?
Okay. Yo soy el técnico.
I am the technician.
Ya. O él me lo enseña a mí.
He shows it to me.
Sí. Yo le digo, el USB está malo, hay que reemplazarlo. Pero
I tell him the USB is bad and it has to be replaced.
Pero la tablet yo no la veo encendida y mírala cómo está. No te puedo garantizar que te vaya a funcionar. O sea, yo voy a cambiar
I
el
can't
USB.
guarantee it's going to work, blah, 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 blah. Escúchame la pregunta. Si esto estaba, please listen to my question. Si esto estaba rajado así, ¿cómo es que usted no lo nota en el recibo? If this was cracked like this, I don't know why I'm just looking at you. If this was cracked like this, then why didn't you note it on the receipt? Put your hand down.
Okay.
Baja la mano. Go ahead.
Okay. La que recibió el equipo
The person who received the equipment.
es Mariela. No
Mariela. Was Mariela. ¿Dónde está Mariela? ¿Dónde está Mariela?
Ella estaba enferma de la gripe.
Oh, she's got the flu. What a coinkydink. Okay.
So, who wins this thing? The guy who brings the computer in or the repair shop?
The guy that brings it in.
Why?
Because the guy that was checking it in should have written it down to protect his company.
Written down that there was a crack on it. Y'all agree with that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Wow, you know what I just realized? You look like Kyle Richards. Do you know who that is?
I don't, but I'm
I take it as a compliment. It is a compliment. Going inside the courtroom.
Please tell me
Yes.
how an employee at your place
Yes. Okay.
receives a tablet cracked like this, because I thought when I read this case it was going to be a tiny little chip. And then I might think to myself, you're just trying to pull one over. You're trying to get a free tablet, aren't ya? You know? Except this is a horrific total crack.
Yes.
Which means either Mariela didn't note it, which would be bad on Mariela, or he broke it when he opened it, which would be bad on him, not Mariela.
Yes.
So please tell me how it could be what you want me to believe, which is somebody accepts it like this and doesn't note that it's all cracked.
Sure. Okay. It's two options. One, to fix the part, that's why we bring it open. Because to fix the parts, we have to replace, we don't have to touch the screen. Can I walk out?
No, I don't care about the USB part. I care about if you're opening this and it's in your hand, you drop it and that's how it cracked. Just like I could drop it. I don't have to be fiddling with the innards in order to drop the thing and break it. Somebody at your place broke it because it's inexplicable that someone would accept. Who is Mariela to you?
He's one of my employees.
One of your employees. No, I don't think anybody accepts it like this and doesn't note it. So either Mariela's blind,
No.
Or somebody who was opening this up, or Mariela goes to put it somewhere and she drops it. I don't know who dropped it.
Yeah.
But it did not come into your store like this.
Okay, let me explain to you two things. One, is a lot of customer coming in with cracked screens to replace any other part because the tablet was not on. Maybe they have something important on there and they want to save it. So it's not possible for them.
So why didn't you write it down if that happened?
Because
why, you want me to believe that happened? I've got 2 people telling me that's untrue.
Okay.
You don't know what happened because you weren't there.
Okay.
He doesn't know what happened because Mariela took it. You don't bring me Mariela. Oh, she's got the flu. Okay, so who's going to testify that it came in like this? Who here is going to testify it came in like this?
He's testifying.
Are you saying, usted está diciendo que esto vino así?
Sí.
Usted lo vio que vino así.
5 veces se lo advertí antes de dejarlo.
I told him 5 times how your screen was cracked before you left it. 5 times. You would think that someone who catches a screen cracked and says it 5 times might take a moment to type it into the receipt that the screen is cracked, wouldn't you? But since he said it 5 times, why is he trying to hand Mariela up? If he says it 5 times, why isn't it on the receipt? 5 times. What? Just answer the question I'm asking. Don't go anywhere else.
Yeah.
Answer the question. If he says it 5 times, it's so important that he notes it and he sees it and he says, oh my gosh, look how cracked this is. 5 times, then why doesn't he write it in the receipt?
Okay.
No, not you, him.
Because Mariela was who make the receipt. He don't make the receipt. He just check the tablet, let him know what's going on.
Was it cracked when you brought it in?
No, it wasn't.
Okay, come on up, ma'am. When you went to pick it up and you saw it cracked, what'd you do?
I was very upset. I explained to them that the tablet did not go in that way. As a matter of fact, when he went to pick up the tablet, he informed me that the gentleman to the left was holding his hand over where the crack is so that he wouldn't notice it. Once he removed his hand to give him the tablet, he said, wait a second, what happened to the tablet? I don't know, you brought it in that way. So when he called me and he went to pick me up so I can go in, I said, listen, this can't stay this way. I said, you guys broke it, you guys are liable for it. I'm gonna call the cops. I called the cops because they said it was a civil matter. They said to take it to court and report it to the BBB. But I told them, that was my point. If the tablet was this way when I brought it in, how come it's not noted on the receipt? I also stated, if he can show me the surveillance video where he's telling me, look, this is cracked, I'm gonna fix it for you, but this is...
Yeah, where's the surveillance video? You have surveillance video.
Yeah.
Where's the surveillance video that shows this gentleman saying 5 times your screen is cracked? The guy who doesn't speak English. By the way, you speak Spanish?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead. Where's your surveillance video? That'll solve the whole case.
Perfect. But we don't bring it in because it's not audio on the video. So
really?
It's not possible.
Why don't you let me be the judge of what I can tell from the video? You know why you didn't bring it in? Because it didn't happen. Verdict for the plaintiff, $300.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes.
That was easy.
Well, the defendant comes out here. He just bought himself a new cracked tablet. What's your reaction to the verdict here?
I'm not happy because I know the tablet was that was cracked because my technician, it doesn't lie to me. He have a lot of years working with me, and I know he doesn't lie. So it's not. I don't have no reason for lying.
Why didn't Mariela write it on the receipt? Cracked.
Because
glass.
If we have the receipt here,
hurry up.
Your tablet was
You
off.
could just write it.
Was off. We cannot check for working parts.
Working parts. This is just something you see with your ojos. It's right there. You just write it down.
I know that was a
Next time?
Yep.
You learned your lesson, right?
Yep.
Next time, what are you going to do?
Next time we have to write it down.
Okay. All right, right this way.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so step on in here, and how do you feel coming out of the courtroom
Good, great.
after this?
I feel great. The judge was fair. She made a good decision, and I'm happy. I'm happy with her decision.
Mm-hmm. You said they actually tried to hide the thing when they handed it to
When
you?
he picked it up, he was covering it this way so that he wouldn't notice that it was cracked. But my point was, I said, listen, to make everybody's life easier so you can go your way and I can go mine, show me the surveillance video where you're explaining to him that it was already cracked when he brought it in. It has no audio.
Has no audio?
It has no audio,
All
so
right.
he couldn't do
All
that.
right, so congratulations. Harvey?
Thank you.
So if you work in a business that takes in repair items, you got to write the defects on the receipt or else you're in big trouble. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Abercrombie Kids is bringing the cheer all holiday season. And winter break means it's time for new outfits that are both festive and comfy. The last thing they need? New cozy coats for every occasion. Celebrate the season with Abercrombie Kids in the app, online, and in stores.
This This is the plaintiff, Michael Showell. He says he bought a Land Rover from the defendant, agreed to pay it off over time, and the sneaky guy sold it out from under him to someone else, and now he won't give him back his money. He doesn't know how the defendant thinks he's actually going to get away with stealing from him like that, but maybe the guy has gone crazy or something. He's suing for $1,400, the amount of his deposit. This is the defendant, Angelo DiGiovanni. He says the plaintiff gave him a deposit on a truck and then never gave him any more money. He's a patient man who waited for 3 months, but the guy never made any more payments. He told the plaintiff he couldn't wait any longer and was unable to continue to hold the truck on his lot for him. Well, he's sorry, but that's how the world works. You pay, you get. You don't pay, you don't get. He's accused of selling out.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff bought a Land Rover from the defendant and plunked down some money and says the guy turned around and sold it to somebody else. But the defendant says the plaintiff flaked out in the balance, so tough is the case of the seller with a roving eye.
Michael Showell?
Yes.
You are suing Angelo DiGiovanni for $1,400 that you paid in a deposit on a car you were going to buy from him and then didn't end up buying. Tell me what happened.
Yes, I answered an ad on Craigslist and searched around. I came across his number. And
what kind of car was he selling?
He was a Land Rover.
What year?
2003.
Okay.
And
how much was he selling it for?
$5,200.
Okay.
You know, I got receipts and everything. So we talked briefly and this and that back and forth, and we agreed to meet. And I came out to meet him. And I made sure we met in a public area, and he agreed to. And we pretty much exchanged paperwork, signed papers.
Okay, do you have the papers you signed?
Yes, that's me.
May I see them?
Yes.
Give me the originals, not copies. Do you have the original? Do you have the original?
No, ma'am.
Do you have the original?
Yes.
You don't have anything?
It's over a year ago.
No, I filed in a timely manner.
No, that's fine, that's timely. But you don't have, you kept his $1,400, you didn't keep the contract?
Well, I got that.
I know you got it. I'm asking a question. Let me work here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right, so go on.
All right, so we you know, I don't know if we gave each other the pound or shook hands, and you know, we exchanged. And before I exchanged that check to him, and excuse me, before that, he asked me to pay the cash option or the check. I said, well, we're gonna do your own check, a certified check.
Just hold on a second.
Yes, ma'am.
Including a check.
A copy.
Oh, that's a copy. Okay, good. To sit. I, Michael Showell, given $1,400 down payment on Land Rover SUV for some $5,200. In an event I take longer than usual, I will pay $300.
Extra.
Extra $300, too long, but we'll try to rid balance ASAP. For real? This is your contract?
No, it's more. Well, it's more.
No, I read the whole thing. There's more.
He signed something else in there, as you see.
Received $1,400 for deposit on 2003 Land Rover Freelander, black, balance due $38.50 from Mike Showell, 300 extra if takes longer. Okay, gentlemen, anything else by way of what some would call a contract and some would call a joke? Okay, so then what happened?
So before I gave him the check, I warned him. I said, I do clinical research.
It takes longer than what?
We never...
Neither of you set a time period?
No.
He had told me
Is it any wonder that you guys are here? He had told you what?
2 to 4 weeks. He said he was...
If he told you 2 to 4 weeks, why wouldn't you put in there a date that was 2 to 4 weeks later?
Right.
Why would you put something like, if he takes longer than usual, which sounds like he might not come up with the money, then you get $300, but not too long, and I'll try my best to get rid of it ASAP. What is that? That's not a contract. It's you needing those $1,400 and being willing to sign something that's ridiculous. It has no time limit on it. It's crazy. Okay, and what did you say about what did you say about trials?
I said I do that on the side for my money, so...
You do what?
Clinical research.
Meaning what?
Let me break it down to you. It's like you go in... It's like you go in,
And they inject you with stuff?
There you go, and take pills. That was my side hustle while I do my intern.
Wait, that's the side? What's your real job?
Unpaid internship.
Unpaid internship doing what?
Computers.
Oh my gosh, and you're a test subject? That's...
So no time period on when the money has to be turned over. Do you have to, is it an enforceable deal?
I don't think so. I mean, there's no written down.
But it doesn't have to be written down, but it's an important term. Is it enforceable or not?
I wouldn't say that it's enforceable if they haven't.
Then that would be a no.
No.
Perfect. Going inside the courtroom.
What kind of stuff were they giving you?
Let's say they might do a study dealing with Alzheimer, and they give you a pill, take this pill, swallow it, let me check your mouth and everything, and you do it, and you stay in the house for 2 weeks, you leave with a couple grands. But what happened with me, I wasn't making...
Aren't you scared?
No, I'm not.
But how come?
I just,
you
know...
just trust them? God
I don't
knows
trust them, but they give you the paperwork, but still, it's like I'm not going to do it forever. It's just to take care of things,
Can't you rely on traditional methods of raising income that involve using your body with it?
I mean, you could, but it's just college kids and other people do it.
Wow. Okay, fascinating. Why did you sign this? Why wouldn't you, if there was a 2 to 4 week time period he needed? Did you ever tell him 2 to 4 weeks?
No, I said roughly, I said like a month and a half.
Okay, and if it was a month and a half, why did you sign this? Why didn't you just put month and a half, or 2 to 4 weeks, or whatever it is you say he said?
He seemed like a very nice guy, so I was in no rush at the time to sell the vehicle. I was patient, and I thought that he would come back with the balance.
And then how long did you wait?
I waited till the end of the summer, which was approximately 3 months.
And then what happened?
We kept in touch. We called each other. He would call me, and he kept telling me he was working on getting the balance. And I never received any additional money.
And then what?
I told him I couldn't wait any longer. I said, I need to sell the vehicle. And he asked me for his deposit back, and I said, absolutely not. I could have sold the vehicle 5 times. I removed it off Craigslist for him because he said he wanted it, and he never came back to pick it up.
If you told him month and a half, and it was 3 months later when he sold it, why would you get your deposit back?
You talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
No, what happened was, it was like a month and 2 weeks. Because in August, he's like, hey, Mike, you got to hurry up,
And you had given him the money June 7th.
Yes, ma'am.
And when did you sell it?
Go
ahead.
When actually I called him, like, I'm going to say August, middle of August. He's like, hey, because he told me to hurry up, and then he said, you ain't got long. Then turn around, he said he traded it in.
When did he say that?
About August 18th, I'm going to say.
Is that accurate?
I had plans to trade it in, but I did not trade it in, ma'am.
But did you tell him you had traded it in?
I said I was going to, but I never did.
Right. Okay, so you gave him the month and a half?
I gave him...
Not 3 months.
I gave him, well, it was June.
Right.
It was the end of August, or it was at the end of August, and I said to him, I can't wait any longer. I thought I was being very patient.
More than a month and a half.
And he had told me, that he would have the balance in 2 to 4 weeks. And
did you, when you said, I've been patient, I can't wait any longer, did you tell him, come up with the money, I'll give you till Saturday, or did you give him like another deadline, or no?
No, ma'am.
He just told you, I don't have it?
I just said, if you don't have the balance, I'm going to go ahead and sell it. And he said, okay, well then do what you have to do.
And did he tell you, but I want my money back?
Yes.
Okay. And go ahead.
I never agreed on do you have to do. Why would I didn't say that. I didn't.
Okay. No, you wanted the car.
I wanted the car, but hey, I was like...
Yeah, but how long do you expect the guy to wait? I mean, I understand that this is kind of a fuzzy contract, but how long is too long? What if it was 10 years later?
Oh, well, that's way too long.
Well, yeah, but what is way too long? That's the question.
Right. But when I met this guy, he was like, hey, I'm going to Pennsylvania as we speak to get a motorcycle. He said, if the deal go through, you can get your money back. He did say that. I remember that. And then after the deal was made...
Wait. That's not in the contract.
No,
yeah, if you just change your mind 3 months later, you can't come up with the money, I'll give you your money back. Oh, funny, I don't see any of that in either one of these papers.
Right, it's verbal. But I did give him a check.
Watch this. Did you tell him you'd give him his deposit back if it didn't work out?
Absolutely not. There's no 30-day money back guarantee.
If you want a money back deposit, you really should be putting it in the writing, because that probably didn't happen. I'm toying between shoving this down your throat, since you write, if it takes longer than usual, I will pay an extra $300.
That was his idea,
but
man.
I don't care. You signed it. Why don't you just say you've got 1 month, 2 months, 3 months? June 7th, July 7th, August 7th. So it's already 2 months and change, according to your testimony, which is more than the month and a half that you'd originally told them you thought it would take. Didn't you have any jobs in the summer? I mean, clinical trial jobs.
Now, what happened was I wasn't making the cut. They have a panel. You got to make the cut to get chosen to get...
And you weren't making the cut. Why? That's curious.
Because I was...
Because you seem to be willing to do anything. You're very...
Because I was taking something else to get my weight down, and that was affecting me of getting in, and that's what was doing it. A pill that you took and made you stay up all night. I was steady getting my weight down, and that's what stopped me from getting in those, and I stopped taking.
What's wrong with you? How many things you could put in your body? Oh my gosh! So you're taking this stuff. You have no idea though how it's going to react with whatever weight loss medication. You're perfectly fit and trim. I don't understand what you're.
I was just trying to make pound.
Okay, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Lay off the pills. Stop buying stuff you can't afford. And stop entering into commitments, however fuzzy they are,
yes,
that are beyond where you can go. I mean, even by your own testimony, it's killing me because I really like you. But, I mean, this is ridiculous. You should never sign a contract that says this. You need to have a time limitation. This is insanity. But even so, now my job is to figure out what's a reasonable time. And so there's two ways, I guess, I could do that. One is what's reasonable objectively. But objectively, this is so stupid that I can't even make you objective people. So I can't really go by objectives. So I've got to kind of go in your brains. What was like the understanding you two had? And by your own testimony, it was a month and a half. And August, by your own testimony, is a month longer than that because it's June 7th to August 7th. And you said it was middle of August. So, you know, it was a couple weeks after even you had said that. And at that point, when he said, look, I can't wait anymore, even in August, you weren't ready to buy it. And so that's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm going to go by your own words. What'd you end up doing with it?
I winded up selling it, but I didn't trade it in. I sold it.
And how much did you sell it for?
$3,000.
So you
much
took,
lower price.
Right. Right. What's the Blue Book value on it?
It was probably about what he was willing to pay.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's always something you should do when you're buying a used car. All right. My verdict in this case is for the defendant based on the reasons I just explained.
And so let's find out what the plaintiff thought when you heard the judge say decision for the defendant.
You know, she went off what I said, and pretty much, I thought it was covered up with the paperwork and everything.
That contract was so obscure; it had no details in it. Yeah, it didn't have the time in there.
No, it was straight point blank to the point.
You know, who would make up a contract or sign one like that? Were you suffering some kind of side effect from a clinical trial when you
no.
when you signed that thing or something?
Both of us on a rush that day that happened.
All right. So okay, well. All right, head right down there around the corner there. And
thank you.
Let's see what the defendant has to say about winning this case. You come on in here, again, right next to me right here. Also, the same thing. I mean, that was an insane contract with no details in it for timing.
I was trying to be a nice guy. I was trying to be patient. That's why I didn't put a time frame on it. But I'm happy with the judge's decision.
Okay. Harvey?
You don't have to have a lawyer to write a contract for you always, but you do have to think through the essential terms.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.